That lady had absolutely no idea what she was talking about. Absolutely no idea. What's going on here? Oh, here we go. So they've driven out of the Sally Port, they've parked at the front. As far as I can see, they're still in a van. Oh, here they come. How's it going, buddy?
Hey bro, what's going on?
Nothing much.
What are you up to tonight?
Oh, just filming you guys.
Killing?
Yeah.
What's up with the baseball bat?
What about it?
Well, why have you got it on you?
I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions.
Well, do you know it's an offence to carry a prohibited weapon?
It's not a prohibited weapon.
Tell me what it is then.
It's sporting equipment. I don't answer questions, mate. Anything else? Go back to work, don't harass me. Have a good evening. How's it going, Sergeant?
Good, yourself?
Not bad, thanks. Get back to work.
All that?
I said get back to work.
I'll go back to work.
Not you, the lady.
Yeah, just don't tell us what you're doing.
Yes, I will. You work for me, you're a public servant.
What's that?
You're a public servant, you work for me. Get back to work, buddy. Have a good evening.
Is this all you do with your night?
Have a good evening, mate.
You got nothing better to do, man?
At this time of night, no. No.
What's that? You better go to sleep, wouldn't you?
I'll leave eventually.
Oh, man.
I'll leave eventually.
You sure?
Yeah. Once I've got enough content.
Yeah. Alright, I'll leave you to it.
No worries, have a good evening. I've got no ill will, no intent. So
Honestly though,
don't try and drum up charges, alright?
what
Please.
is up with the baseball bat though? You can't be carrying that around on the...
I don't answer questions.
Guys, you got to imagine. So say you're a police officer, yeah?
Yep.
Going to your police station, finishing work, you're going there.
Yeah.
Someone's standing out the front. You're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you've probably just got that baseball bat.
Okay.
Legitimately
Well,
on
guess
purpose.
what? I'll take. Hang on.
No,
a sec.
because you haven't-
The only reason I've got this bag on is to keep this light on. So you know what?
Just look at it from my point of view, right?
Yeah.
So you haven't got anything on you
Yeah.
except the baseball bat.
Yep.
So I find
Oh,
that
that's. You think I've got nothing else on me?
weird. Why would
That's
you have
not
a
weird.
baseball bat?
Why are you carrying a baseball bat?
I don't answer questions. Told you that already. You keep asking. Let me just put this on.
It's a nice little setup.
We need
Yeah.
to actually establish the reason why you're carrying it.
For police lights.
How'd you get that?
I get on.
eBay or something.
Yeah, I get it from here. The manufacturer's overseas, but I got it from an Australian seller.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's easier. Let me just. There we go. Magnet. Huh?
What do you do with
Oh,
that?
it's a working light.
Right. Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, well, they're not
you
bad,
got
actually,
front
yeah.
light.
We're not allowed to use them. They're not police issued. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
It is
Especially
a great idea.
You got backlights,
Yeah. Be good.
front
I've
lights.
seen them on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never got
It's
one.
excellent. I like it.
So is this more just like to exercise your rights and show? the
Exactly.
rights
Yeah.
you have,
Yeah.
or-
I've been filming here about 2 years now. So,
Yeah.
you know, I ran into a couple of tyrants, been arrested, been assaulted.
Yeah.
I've had false charges laid on me, and I've won each time. Yeah.
And is it just the Dandenong police station? Is there any other?
No, well, most of my videos are Dandenong. I've been to Cranbourne a few times, Pakenham, Oakley. Wherever I go,
Yeah,
I'll,
yeah.
I'll pop in. Most of my troubles is here,
Right.
so that's why I keep
I
coming in.
presume you always take the baseball bat.
Mate, I bring everything in. Everything the police say that I can't bring.
Yeah. So it's done on purpose.
Well,
So you're
look,
not
this is
the
the
way
way,
I'm looking
I
at it
look
is-
at it, right? If I'm not breaking any laws,
Yeah.
right, you got no business asking me questions.
And
so,
I get that. But
and that's why I say I don't answer
yeah,
questions.
But the thing is,
Because anything I say What?
Yeah, but you've got to look at it. So
Mate,
get
I
it.
understand.
Let me go with it. Let me go
Look,
with
I've
it.
told you, I've
Yeah,
made it clear that I've got no bad intentions.
Yeah.
And apart from that, you know, what I do is none of your business.
100%.
Exactly.
Let me go with what I'm saying though. You've got to look at it from our point of view.
Yeah.
You're standing here deliberately filming on purpose for a specific
Oh,
purpose. So you're not.
it is deliberate, yeah.
But let me finish. You're not a person of the public, so you're not randomly walking past.
Yeah.
And a police officer's gone, "Where are you going?" Like you're
Yeah.
situated here on purpose for a specific reason.
Exactly, yeah.
So you've got to understand that.
And
you're doing it for a
my
purpose.
views, the reason I'm doing it is because I can, and also a secondary reason is educate.
But what are you educating on? So if you're a person who's deliberately standing out of the front
Well,
of the police
it's
station,
educating the wider public
in deliberately standing in front of a police station
in exercising your rights. Okay,
Well,
and the
this is
reason
what I'm saying, but
yeah.
you're not exercising your rights in a normal situation. It's a situation
Well,
you're forcing by
it's-
standing in front of a police
It's,
station with a baseball
well,
bat.
I do it whenever I got time. I come here during the day, on the
Yeah,
weekend.
You're coming here on purpose. You're not just walking
Yeah, but
past.
do you know how it
Do you know what I'm
started?
saying?
Yeah, but this is how it all
Yeah.
started. I was riding past, and do you remember a few years ago that this dude in custody died here? The
I
Asian
worked
dude?
here a few
Oh,
years ago,
okay.
somewhere
It was a
else,
couple of
yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
But I was riding past, and I saw an ambulance here. And it jogged my memory about what happened. So I thought, okay, I'll stop here, and I was just filming the ambulance and waiting to see see what happens when they come out.
Yeah.
And that's when it started. Some guy comes up to me. He said, "Well, what are you filming for?" And I said, "Oh, the ambulance. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen."
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, it's against the Security Act to film police cars
Sure.
and ambulances."
Yeah.
And that's when it all started. I said, You're making up laws now. You know.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's how
and
you
that's how it all
got into what you're
started.
doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a month later, I was arrested outside Dandenong Magistrates Court. They waited till I was handcuffed, and then they started punching me.
Right.
And and that's how it all started.
Yeah.
And I've been coming here ever since.
Okay. So that's
So
your,
until
that's your why.
yeah.
Yeah. You've got no issues with that. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to get your point
And
of view. Of
yeah.
I'm interested. I'm honestly interested.
And you know
as
what's
to
a
why
strange
you
thing? You're probably the first person in 2 years that has come up to me and asked me what the issue is.
Yeah.
No one has ever, what they're trying to intimidate, like
Yeah.
this lady trying to intimidate. No one has
Well, I
ever,
think
no one's
so.
ever had a
Yeah,
professional one-on-one conversation. That's all it took. If this happened 2 years ago,
you
mate, I'd have
wouldn't
been
be
out of
here,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what? Every time I come here, there's some type of bad experience. The last time I was here was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. 2 officers came out. They saw me. They didn't say nothing to me. They got into the car. They drove up there, did a U-turn, and started putting their high beams on me. And every time I tried to approach them, they would drive off. Then they'd do a U-turn over there, stop their car here, and did the same thing.
Yeah. Right.
Put their side, the spotlights on the side.
Yeah.
You know, it's a childish behaviour.
Yeah.
So, until you guys start behaving yourself, mate, I'm going to keep coming here. You know, so sometimes I'm here 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
You must be told.
Raining, I don't care,
You're
mate.
pretty committed to the
Yeah,
cause.
exactly, mate.
All right.
So, if you come to me in a professional manner, you're not trying to
I think we had a
ask
pretty
me.
good conversation today.
Yeah,
I'm happy
but
with
if you first come to me and say, "Hey, what are you carrying a baseball bat?" and you know it's not an offence, and if you think it's an offence, you need to brush up your knowledge of the law. It's not an offence to carry sporting equipment. So you come to me with attitude, I'm going to tell you to get back to work. You approach me in a professional manner, introduce yourself. None of you have told me your names. I should have asked your name, and it's all good. So get back to work. Have a good evening. Thanks, buddy, for your
What was
conversation.
your name, by the way?
Nunya Bizness.
All right.
Yeah. Have a good one. See you. Bye-bye. And that's how I educate them. Don't be intimidated. Stand your ground. Be firm. That sergeant that came out that I said hello to, once he came up to me and took a photo of me out here. Good cops. I have plenty of time for them. And I'm always willing to have a conversation with good cops. To all the rotten officers out there, you can all go screw yourselves. You're a disgrace to Victoria Police. And there are some of us in the community who will no longer put up with your crap. So the time will come where you'll be held accountable for your actions. It's not a matter of if, but when. Now, if you want to talk about the law, let's discuss what you said. She called my baseball bat a prohibited item or prohibited weapon. I think that was the words that she used. Now, that's contained in the Control of Weapons Act, 1990, Section 5, which states that the possession of a prohibited weapon is an offence unless you have a licence. Now, I don't think you need a licence to carry a baseball bat. Now, prohibited weapons, they're specifically listed in the Control of Weapons Regulations 2011 and also Control of Weapons Act 1990. And they're things like crossbows, swords, imitation firearms, a lot of martial arts weapons, prohibited weapons, you know, like butterfly knives, swords. What else you got? Nunchuckers, knives, blades, all of those things. Body armour. So a baseball bat is not a prohibited weapon. So that's why I didn't even bother answering your questions. Now, in the same Act, the Control of Weapons Act, it also, where am I looking at? Oh, here. It also talks about dangerous items. So a dangerous item is anything that has been adapted or modified to be used as a weapon. So if I had like nails sticking at the bottom of my bat, that's modified to be used as a weapon. That's an offence. It's also an offence if you're carrying a dangerous article for protection. So when she asked me why I had a baseball bat, if I didn't know the law and I had said, I've got it for protection, I would have been arrested straight away because that's an offence. And that comes under Section 7 of the Control of Weapons Act, which states that a person must not in a public place carry or possess a dangerous article. Anything that, like I said, is adapted or modified to make it capable of being used as a weapon, and any other article which is carried with the intention of being used as a weapon. So, like I said to her, carrying a baseball bat in itself is not an offence. If you apply the law, the strict letter of the law, it's not an offence. Had a few curious looks. You know, Section 8 of the Victoria Police Act states that the first role of police is to serve the general public. So that's why I tell them to get back to work. Their first role is to serve me. The second role is to uphold the law. Uphold the law. So in order to uphold the law, you need to know it. You can't uphold the law if you don't know what the law is. Yeah? That's common sense, isn't it? Yeah. Not uphold what you think the law is. Not enforce your feelings or impose your feelings, or but no, you need to uphold the law, Victoria Police. Yeah. They're not above us, they work for us. Until you break the law, they have no power or jurisdiction over you. And that's what some of these tyrants need to understand and know. Hope you get that message loud and clear, Dandenong Police. I'm 50 years old. If it takes me another 20 years to educate you, then that's what's going to happen. Officer walked out before. in one of my previous videos, where you got that female detective walking up to me. She had her high beams on me, and she walked up to me with that short-ass chubby detective. She just walked past me before and put her clipboard up in front of her face. Unfortunately, I wasn't filming. I was still setting up. It's funny. Anyway, I better head off. So we can consider that another ignorant cop educated. Good evening, guys. Catch you on the next video.